Piotr Yan against Yadong Song. Now, this fight is actually the one which I'm very interested and hyped about. I love both of these fighters. I have been watching them for years, and I'm gonna tell you, I personally believe that Song is a very underrated fighter. I have seen his fights, and I'm always surprised how people do not really care about him that much, even though he has this very precise, sharp, and strong striking, which I just love to watch. Alright, I'm gonna in this video tell you who I think will win this fight, and I'm also gonna talk about the advantages which I think Song has over Yan and Yan has over Song. Let's begin with Song. I do believe that he is physically stronger than Yan. Well, the thing about Piotr Yan is that even though he was a bantamweight champion and he was a really damn good champion, he was never really he did not really have any physical abilities which gave him some kind of advantage. Piotr Yan was never really big. He never really had crazy rich advantage. He never really had big muscles. He never really was physically unbelievably strong. He never really had any of these advantages. Take Aljo. He was huge when he was a champion. He was also, as I'm aware, taller than Yan, and he also had definitely longer reach. He had these physical advantages. He was bigger, he was stronger, he was longer, everything. Let's take O'Malley. Even though he has, of course, some disadvantages in terms of lack of muscle compared to Aljo or even Yan, he is very damn long and tall for that weight class. And he uses that as an advantage. So Yan does not really have any of those physical advantages. And for me, that's the thing which makes Yan even better. Because despite the fact that he is not really that gifted in terms of physical abilities, he is still able to beat such a high level competition. He was still able to beat it. Let's see if he can win some fight finally. Alright, so I do believe that Song is physically much stronger. I do believe that Song might be actually able to hit harder than Yan, because when I was watching Song against Corey Sandhagen, I was like, damn boy, this guy is hitting really damn hard. And even Sandman said after the fight that he got hit really damn hard. So I do believe that he hits harder than Yan. The other thing is that he has a really good overall abilities. He does not really have that big of a holes in his game. His wrestling is good. His grappling seems to be okay. His striking ability is, of course, his main weapon. It's unbelievably good. And now let's talk about Yan. Well, first of all, he's a former champ, and it is always a big advantage in terms of the experience, in terms of mindset, because he already did that stuff. It's not like it is something unimaginable for this guy to be undefeated for many years or something. No, he already did that stuff, and he's young. He's only 31 years old. That's basically a prime age for MMA fighter. And he also has a chip on his shoulder, because let me just show you one thing. This is the point, 2020, this is the point where Yan was seen as a monster. He beat Jose Aldo. He actually finished him. He beat Uriah Faber with such a beautiful head kick. And then he fought against Aljamain Sterling. And now this fight, even though he technically lost this fight, people praised Yan even more, because he was winning that fight. He was doing everything great, and he was definitely winning that fight. And after that, he fought against Sandman, and that fight was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful striking chess match, and he did win that. Without any questions. I mean, there was nothing to be asked there, because he dominated that fight, especially in the later rounds. When he started in the beginning, it was quite close, but later rounds he did some crazy stuff there, man. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Now the other fight, the second Aljamain Sterling fight, It was a split decision loss. I don't really see that as a loss. I feel like that was a basically bad fight, and none of them really did anything in terms of damage or something. But okay, you can give it to Aljo. It's fine, I guess. And then he fought against O'Malley, and it was also a split decision loss. And now this is looking really damn bad because I personally do not think that he lost against O'Malley or Sterling. I feel like both of these fights could be draw easily at least. And now that I see like two losses for Jan, I do feel really bad because I've watching these fights. I never really felt like, oh, this guy is losing this fight. No, I did not feel it like that. But against Merab Dvalishvili, no, that's the fight which he lost. He got dominated. He got beat so bad. You know, even though Merab did not really inflicted that much damage, he just the pressure was so high. Like Merab was going crazy in that fight, and he in the later rounds he actually did land some really good strikes, and I mean it just accumulated, you know, the damage he was always landing, and in the end he did manage to inflict really damn good physical and also psychological damage. And that's the question, can Jan, despite all of these like really unfortunate outcomes, come back? No, does he have that? Because his physical abilities is there. No, he is such an elite striker. He never really looked bad. Merab is crazy good, you know. Merab was underestimated for years. Now are people finally seeing that he's actually that good. But the thing is that Jan also is unbelievably good. And will he be able to come back despite all of these really damn unfortunate losses, which I actually see like curse, because this guy had like such a terrible like 2020 year, 2022 year, 2023. He only fought once, you know. This is already a year. 1 year has passed after Merab fight, and he never really got knocked out there or something. He did not fight for a year. You know, all of these things mean that he's gonna come back stronger, better, or maybe it's the unfortunate end for Jan. Maybe this is how it ends. Maybe Song is the guy who will take everything from Jan, and Jan will be basically done, even though he's not that old. Maybe it is the time where he just cannot really win anymore. I don't know, but I have my ideas. Alright, let's go ahead and compare some stats of these guys, and then I'm gonna give you my prediction also. Okay, so as I have said, physically, Song is a little bit bigger, he's younger, and most of the people actually do think that Jan will win. Now let's get back to like striking stuff. Here we have Piotr Jan, here we have Song Yadong, and strikes landed per minute quite similar, but Jan lands more strikes and he's more accurate. Yeah, one can see that even though I personally believe that Song hit harder, but he does not really have the accuracy of Jan. And he also absorbed, like Jan also absorbed more strikes. Well, I mean, that might be true, but he also fought such a killers, you know, Jose Aldo, Sean O'Malley, and so on. Like, these guys, they are crazy good. And as you can see, Jan has a pretty significant grappling and wrestling advantage. Alright, that is basically what I needed to tell you. We already have all of the data which we need for this prediction, and I'm gonna predict that this fight will end. Yeah, I'm gonna predict that Jan will actually win this fight. Yes, I do believe that he has the ability to break this course, he has the ability to overcome these hard years, and he has the ability to get back into a game, you know, just get that win, get that green win. Alright, now let's go ahead and predict. I actually do believe that Jan has the ability to win this fight, and I do believe that he's sharper, he's a better striker, he's more experienced. I do believe that he even has a wrestling advantage, and if he wants to go that route, I do believe that he has the ability to take Song down and maybe control him there for some time. And I do believe that he is sharper. He might be also faster, and he's just more accurate. You know, I think that Song has a really good striking. It's a high level striking, but I think that Yan striking is even better. It's even more elite, and we're gonna see that. Yep. Here you go. You have my prediction, and have fun watching that fight. Bye.